Hey guys, Ryan here. So today we're going to be doing The Walking Dead issue 167 review. Oh man, I'm excited for this. Sorry, can't do the reaction now. You can think, I don't remember his username, or I'm not sure if it's him, if it's a guy or a girl or whatever. But they spoiled the issue before I was able to get it tonight. So yes, spoiler warning for you too. Andrea does die. Thank you very much too if you spoiled that for me. You really just ruined my whole day. So first of all, I did like this issue though. Let's get that bad part out of the way. I liked this issue, and man, I am happy really that it is 42 pages of story, man. Or at least I believe that is. That's what I counted, and it's 42 pages, I believe. But so I am a little confused with the ending though, when he says there's still so much to do. I'm not sure if he's taking that on in Andrea's legacy, or if he's meaning there's still so much to do by go kill these saviors. Because, I mean, nothing really provoked him, or I'm not sure what that word means. I don't know why I said it. But I'm not sure if anything like made him want to go kill the saviors just because of Andrea's death. Maybe he is getting that rage that we were thinking about. Maybe he is getting that rage of his wife is dead now to do that. So, sorry about Andrea's death. I mean, I really didn't have any control over it, but I'm sorry. And it's just really sad death. It's a painful one too, because the back, I don't know how many pages was it? The last 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like the last maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pages of the issue is like a great and awesome way to say goodbye to Andrea, because it's like everything that she said to Rick in this issue, or at least like the really important stuff, is like quoted up in the top, like from issue 118 in volume 20, where Ezekiel is saying stuff to Michonne about Shiva's death. So either way, let's get right into the issue. So it picks up right where we left off with Andrea on the floor in front of Rick with a bite. So she goes, yeah, I screwed up, but of course it's Walking Dead, so she says the other word. So then he says, don't, and then he's like, she like passes out, and he goes, Andrea, and then he's like, somebody help me, and then Michonne comes in, like, look at it, she screams it, you can see that huge bold letters. So Michonne comes in, then Dwight comes in, and you see Sherry down on the floor. He's like, oh God, oh gosh. He's like, what did she do? Rick tells Dwight that she tried to stab him. Rick and Michonne get Andrea out there and they put her in a bed. But then you just see this last panel of Dwight's fury. And I did not care for Dwight at all this issue, because throughout the rest of the issue, it says he's out with the saviors, getting them to help with the corpses. So maybe the early prediction for next issue, honestly, because the description for that is like misplaced trust and stuff. Early prediction, really quickly. So my early prediction is Dwight is going to be the one that has the misplaced trust, which makes a lot of sense for issue 169 cover, because he looks furious at Rick for killing Sherry. So now let's move on to the good Andrea stuff and all that. So they get her in a bed. Rick's about to cry, and she's like, I don't want crying in here. Don't cry. If you're gonna cry, leave. Then Carl comes in, and is talking to her, and then they even talk about Lydia a little bit. And then she opens up to him and said, no one is right for each other. We just found each other. She's like, me and Dale were happy, then he died. Your mom, Rick and your mom were happy, then she died, and then Rick and Andrea found each other. So like it's a good moment, and then Andrea even says, don't kid yourself, I'm just going to be another name on a very long list. You're going to be fine and you know it. And then Carl's like, that makes it even worse. So then we go out to Rick and Michonne in the hallway talking, and then I like how they did a callback to issue 145 where she's like, you said there's something wrong with all of us. I like that. And then you have Eugene coming, he's like, it's all my fault. I'm sorry, Rick, I'm sorry. And then he's like, this isn't anyone's fault. It's just the way this world works. And then this is probably my favorite page out of the whole issue. Actually, no, I take that back. There's one page, I think it's like 5 pages left, and it's on there. But either way, we'll get to that in a minute. So we have a 16-panel page with everybody, like all the important characters from Alexandria saying goodbye, and saying goodbye to Andrea and that they're sorry that she got bit and that stuff. And then we go back to Rick and Andrea. He's like, I couldn't save you. And she's like, it's not your job to save me. People die in this world. Like, literally, in this top panel, she says, people die. We're people. She is like, and she's even like, I'm not immortal. And then she's like, instead of out there still trying to lead those walkers away, I'm home in bed. That's what you did, Rick. So this issue is really tough for, like, everybody reading it because, like, Andrea's an amazing character, and she's dead now. I mean, I just can't even, it's like, I don't want her to be dead, but she's gone, so we have to deal with that, and we have to, like, and I'm saying Robert Kirkman, he had some guts doing this death for sure, but either way. So then Andrea's like, you're going to miss our little pep talks, huh? And then we have Andrea saying, Dwight's handling it, let them, because Rick's like all of a sudden worried about the saviors, but and then Carl wakes up because he fell asleep, and then she says, go home, I'll see you in the morning. And then he like pauses, like, are you sure I'll see you in the morning? And then he's like, okay, I love you, and then that's that. But then we have these 4 panels. First panel, Rick and Andrea are talking. Next one, she's sleeping. Third one, it really had me worried when I first saw it. He's wiping her forehead and stuff. And then she's like asleep and stuff. And then she makes this noise, and he thinks it's like a groan kind of, like a walker would make, but she's not dead yet. And Rick thinks she is, though. And he's like, I can't do it. And then all of a sudden she pops up and she says, you can and you will. And like, look at her face. I literally jumped when I saw this panel. I was scared. It was like, whoa, geez. Like, I mean, I didn't think you'd have that much energy when you're about to die. But of course, if it's gonna be anybody, it's gonna be Andrea. So, and then she's like, you're important. You've made this world what it is now. You have to keep fighting for it no matter what. You built something important. And then she's like, she says you can and you will. People need you. People still need you. You have to keep going. You have to keep doing what you're doing. You have to stay strong. And then she's like, otherwise this was all for nothing. If this all falls apart, and it will without you, why did you fight so hard? And then she's like, you've been a shining beacon in a world of darkness. You've made an oasis in a world of crap. And then he's like, I love you so much. And she's like, yeah, you do. And then we have this really awesome 2-page panel, two-page spread of him and her in the room. And then that's when it happens. That's when Andrea dies. You can see right there just her face laying there. And then Rick grabs the gun. He's about to shoot her. And then he throws it down. And he gets in the bed with her. And he's like, I can't do this anymore. I can't, not without you. Which I immediately got like, oh my God. He's going to let her bite him because he doesn't want to live in this world anymore without her. And then he jumps up. He's like, I can't do this. I got to get out of here. And then he's like, I won't. And then she wakes up as a walker. And I was like, oh my God. And then this panel down here, she's about to bite his neck. I was like, what? And then he shoves her back. She falls on top of him. And then he grabs the gun, tries to shoot her. And I couldn't tell from this bottom hand, he's like, no, I don't want to blow her brains out, throws it, or if she knocks it out of his hand. I couldn't really tell. But I really do. But then she's like fighting him, and he's fighting her, and then he grabs out a knife, and he has to do it, and he puts her down in that top panel right here. And man, this issue was a tough one for sure. I got a little emotional on the car ride home because I got to school this morning. We had a little bit of free time. I checked my phone on YouTube, and then I saw someone commenting, Andrea died. I was like, are you kidding me? But then, like, just to see it at like 6:30 on the way home, to see Andrea actually dead, I was like, I'm a little emotional to actually see it. But man, this issue is well put together. Good job, Robert Kirkman. And I do appreciate the sorry that you gave us in the back of the issue. I do appreciate that. So then you have this awesome, I loved the 2-page spreads in this issue. We got 4 of them. 4 of them. 4 of them. We need more, for sure. So we have another one of dead Andrea on the floor. It doesn't even seem right to say dead Andrea. It doesn't seem right. Okay, I feel like I'm dreaming right now. I better. But either way, so you have Rick kneeling and you have her dead, and so yeah, he's kneeling, and then we have another panel right here, just a full page, and man, I'm loving these full pages too. He's just sitting there for a minute, and then he's like okay, I gotta go. And then because he's like processing it. It's 3 panels. And so it's like it's passing by and everything. And it's morning too now. You can see the light in the background because this all happened overnight and it's morning now. And then he's looking for Carl. He comes out, another 2-page spread, and this is when we get the thing where like, he's like, I believe that's what this is supposed to be. Like he's thinking about everything she's told him and stuff. And then it's like this awesome 2-page spread of everybody that loved Andrea and everybody that they know and stuff just standing there. And then it has Carl. We still have the thing about Andrea, like Rick daydreaming everything she said and stuff. And then he's like, I'm sorry. And then he falls to the ground and he's like, and then Carl puts his hand on his shoulder. Then Michonne puts her hand on his shoulder, and then they all put their hands on each other's shoulder. Like, we're a community united. And then he said that makes you stronger. I mean, daydreaming and stuff, but like. So you've made it possible for people to work together, to be a community, to be stronger. That makes you stronger. So then we have these 6 panels. So you keep going, you have to. That's what these people need. That's what this world needs, and that's just what you do. And then Rick gets up and says, "Follow me," and he says, there is still so much to do. So that's one thing I'm a little confused on. Not like confused, but like curious, because I'm like, oh man, is he gonna go kill the Saviors because of rage, or is he just saying it's time? And it's like it's time for a new beginning, you know? So 168 comes out next month, July 5th. Thank you guys for watching this review. Very sad issue, but very, very important issue for sure. And the one message I got from this issue is people that we love as fans and people that they love in the story. Here's another look at the cover in case you didn't get that. Rick and Andrea kneeling. So that was a very powerful cover too, to go for Andrea to go. But either way, so two things I got from this issue is no matter who we love from like the fans or who the characters love, no matter how important they are, they can die. And it also showed it as well that walkers are still a threat. So I will have my Extremity issue 3 review up after this. So thank you guys for watching my Walking Dead 167 review, and I'll see you guys next time on Ryan's TWD channel.